Again, this is my only child. I raised her. I don't know where she gets this from. She's a goof. So is it recording?
It is recording, because that's on right there, see? The little red dot. So that means it's recording.
Do we look alike?
I don't think so.
Always said you were adopted.
Are you ready?
Oh, God. Yeah, you're going to delete all this other stuff, right?
Well, some of it's going to be workable stuff.
Okay.
Hi everyone, this is Stirp. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today this is a Mother's Day video. As you can see, I have this wonderful, beautiful woman here.
Hello.
She is my mother. Give your name.
Lorraine. Hi.
Now, my mom is really one of the coolest and most badass women I know. So we have a lot of cool, fun things today to get to know her. She rides a motorcycle, first off. So, Mom, can you tell us a bit about that, about riding?
I enjoy riding. I have a 1996 Softail. That's a Heritage. And it's the best therapy for me. And I just really enjoy riding the bike all the time.
Okay, did you always know that you were going to ride a motorcycle? Like, as a kid, did you always think about that?
No. When I was married to her dad, he had a bike and I was always on the back of the bike. We'd go places and I would always see women riding their own bike, and I just was intrigued by what they were able to do. And I'm like, I know I can do this. I know I can. So I ended up taking a motorcycle class. Failed the freaking class, by the way.
Why did you fail?
Because the woman was hitting on me back then, and I think she wanted me. But anyways, and she failed me because everybody in the class passed but me. And the one person that was really bad, the one woman that we all thought was going to flunk, she passed her. She didn't pass me. I flunked by 1 point. And she did say she had the upper hand. So, anyways, I still learned to ride. I started off with a 1985 Sportster. So
okay.
yeah.
And you started off when you were a bit older. You didn't really start when you were young, right?
That is correct. I started riding when I was in my 30s.
That's cool.
And at one point, Stephanie here thought she was going to ride when she was younger, and I told her no, she couldn't. She had to wait till she was in her 30s because you're a little bit more logical and you think more clearly and just riding a motorcycle.
And I'm 30 now, and my husband will not let me ride. So
yeah, and I don't want to own a bike either. Only I could do that.
Okay, wait. That's lottery.
Okay.
Watch
Okay.
that out.
No,
that's gonna be cut out. That's gonna be cut out. Maybe.
Oh my God.
Has anything scary ever happened to you while you were riding?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
So, when you start to ride, you got to be cautious, careful, and you have to watch everybody around you, front, back, everything. You just need to know your surroundings. Anything can happen at any time. One day we were riding back from Manteca, and we were going through the Altamont, and everybody's going about 75, 80 miles an hour. I was on my Sportster, so it's a smaller bike. And there was an ice chest, a standard ice chest, about 3 lanes away from us, and all the cars were going around it, and unfortunately this one lady she hit the ice chest, and it flew up in the air, and it was coming at us. It was coming at me, actually. So I thought it was Evel Knievel, man. I just gave it throttle and gave it as much gas as I could. I was going to outrun it. Unfortunately, I didn't, and it hit me on the lower part of my body. So I flew up off my seat, hanging onto the handlebars. The bike was shaking like crazy, and I just gave it more and more gas.
My God.
Because you have to straighten it out. You cannot brake. If I would have pushed in my brakes, I probably would have wrecked, and I probably wouldn't be here today.
I see.
But I was able to control the bike, not go down, pulled over after all that. My heartbeat was probably going 100 miles an hour, and I was just like shaking. And then I was asked, what are we going to do? What do you want to do? And I'm like, we got to get on the bike. I got to get my bike home. Right. And I rode home the rest of the way, and my legs were black and blue from that ice chest. So it was a scary thing. Right. Very scary.
I think the majority of these accidents are mainly due to people driving cars. And I think that's the #1 thing, right? It's like, you gotta be, like, those of you out there that are driving vehicles and you see motorcyclists, or you don't, you need to be more aware of them.
Right. Don't be texting. Don't be on the phone.
I know, it's crazy.
It's legal to split lanes. I do it all the time. All motorcycle riders do that. Just be aware of bikers coming your way.
Yeah.
And we're all nice and we're all polite.
Are ya? That leads me to my next question. Do drivers treat you differently when you are riding a motorcycle? Like out on the road, are they treating you differently?
A lot of them will move over for
Okay.
us. They see us coming. They see
That's
me
good.
coming. I rev my pipes all the time to people to hear me. And then you got the drivers that don't give a damn and they just, drive like idiots and don't care. They won't move out of your way, or they're sometimes rude. Women though women that ride.
Oh, let's talk about women who
Let
ride.
me tell you, a lot of attention. But other women that see us ride.
Yeah.
They
You mean
hate-
other riders?
No, other women that don't ride.
Oh, I
they
see.
hate. They sometimes hate on us.
You're just gonna hate. I've had so
Hate.
many videos about haters, Mom. So,
Yeah, it's like, oh, don't hate.
what
honey.
about other women who ride a motorcycle? Like if they pull up next to you or happen to by coincidence,
Oh, they're
they
very,
ride.
very, very polite.
Okay.
They want to keep in contact. We need more
That's
women
cool.
riders out
That's
there.
cool. My mom, right here. As some of you know, I'm a new mom. My daughter's 1.5, and I'm also an only child.
Pain in the ass. Just letting you know right now. I love her dearly. She was awesome, but she challenged me all the time.
Well, we're gonna get to that. Okay, so I have a question though.
Okay.
What kinds of things did you do with your mom? Did you have like certain traditions you did on Mother's Day with your
Oh
mom?
yeah, my mom was the center of attention with me and my brother. She was a single mother, and we did everything. Everything evolved around my mom. So on Mother's Day, we would take her out. We would go to restaurants. She was
Okay.
always irritated though. We go to these restaurants. They limit the menu and the long lines. Even though you would call, she'd get all irritated. But yeah, we always hung out.
Okay,
Made
so you,
sure
like, went
that
out.
day was special for her.
What would you say is the most challenging thing about being a mom?
The most challenging is knowing you're bringing a little one into a world, and you just want to make sure you're raising your child right, teaching, for instance, Stephanie the morals, all your right morals, making sure that she embraces everything that her dad and I taught her, and that she uses all that as she grows up, and just being correct about everything. Especially, I guess the challenging part is when let me tell you, when they become teenagers. Teenagers, it's the worst part. They're like your worst enemy, and that is a challenge. That's all I can tell you. It's a challenge. So remember, your kids are cute as babies and toddlers as they're growing up, but when they hit the teenagers, I'm just warning you guys.
So what's the best thing about being a mom?
The best thing about being a mom is just having a child around you. We've seen them grow up from the time they're a baby, all through all the years, everything they accomplish. Just at one point when I first got married to her dad, even though we're not married no more, anyways, to her dad, we were not going to have any children. And then,
Really?
yeah.
This is the first time I've heard
Well, no,
this.
I think it was going to be about us, being selfish.
Yeah.
But then as the years went by, and I think he hit 25 maybe, and he was like, I think we need a kid. And I'm like, I think so too. So when we decided just to have one, because we wanted to give her everything she wants. She is an only child. She does act like an only child.
What would your advice be to young moms or future moms? Like, what's your advice in regards to being a mom?
It's just the advice. It is difficult at times. When you think it's really difficult, you'll get through it. And newborns, they keep you up all night. You don't sleep, but you'll get through that period. Just as they grow up, it's just, making sure you're teaching them right from wrong, teaching them morals, just, being polite. There's going to be challenges as you go along, but you'll love it. I think this is my personal opinion. Not having a child, I think you're missing a lot. Definitely missing a lot.
I'd agree with that. And then you already answered this question. I was gonna ask you to let the audience know how many kids you have and why you chose to.
Yeah, just one. We want to be able to give her one. One, she was a pain in the ass, so one was enough. I couldn't imagine having more than one and having to go through what I went through with her. And look she's awesome today. She's, they snap out of it and they like you after a while.
For Mother's Day, I have this really neat game that we're gonna play. I'm gonna ask a question out loud about my mom, and then she and I are gonna both write what we think is the answer. Well, she's gonna know the answer, obviously, but I'm also gonna. She thinks it's gonna be about her, and we're gonna see if our answers match up. So we're gonna spin our answers around, and then we're gonna see if we both got the same answer or not. Okay.
So if you don't get the same answer, then what happens? Do I win? And what am I winning?
Do you want to win?
Okay, go ahead.
First question. So my mom has been married one time and one time only, but she's no longer married to my dad. They are divorced. So just to make that part clear. But the question is, at what age did you get married? Okay, Mom?
Yes.
Okay, ready, set,
Let's see
go.
if she knows.
I got 21.
And I got 20. And I really don't remember.
So I could be right.
You could be. Let's see. I got married in 1982.
Uh-oh. Let's do
Wait.
that.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, I
Are
got
you
married
sure?
in 1982.
So it was 20. Because you were born in 62. Overall, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage? Like your drink of choice when you go somewhere? Oh no, it's wrong. Okay, she has Screwdriver, and I put a Salty Dog.
It used to be a salty dog. But
I knew it.
But I changed it up. I don't do that no more.
I thought old people don't change stuff up.
Oh, I do. You have to change it up. I also like buttery nipples.
Ah!
That's a drink. It is like candy.
Does it taste like a nipple?
How the hell am I supposed to do that? It tastes.
Bernadette, we know she knows, girl.
As long as they make it right, it's like candy. It tastes like like a buttery nipple.
Give me the
Hey, remember now,
Oh,
she
God.
hasn't got one right.
You're
I
keeping tabs.
I'm keeping tabs here. Go ahead.
Okay, the next question. What's your shoe size? It changed, didn't it?
Yes, it did. But
Okay, I think I know.
Okay.
Yes, I'm right. I saw what you did. I saw your pen movement.
This girl is
Yes.
crazy. She's an only child, and she is crazy when she comes up with these.
Okay, she got 8,
Eight.
and I got 8. It used to be a 7.
Yes, it was.
What the hell happened?
I don't know, but aren't you an 8?
No.
I thought you were an
Okay,
8.
I'm a 7.5.
She's almost an
because
8.
I was pregnant. My
No, it
foot
doesn't matter.
got
She's
bigger.
gonna become an 8.
Oh God. Which musical artist have you seen the most in concert?
All right, ready?
Darn it, I think I'm wrong. You wrote so fast.
Are we ready?
Yes, let's flip it.
Ah, wrong. Santana.
Oh, I thought it could be. I put Leonard Skinner. I thought Santana.
Okay, well, you should have always go with your first thought. I celebrated a 24-year anniversary seeing Santana. We got our car towed away, and I was sending
This
Stephanie.
was my college orientation day.
And Stephanie we were moving her to college the next day, and we were so hungover. I remember that.
These are my parents.
I think we
went
were
to
the
UC
only
Santa
parents.
Cruz.
I think we were the only parents with black shades going to orientation, so hungover.
What parent does that? Get their car towed.
I think that's funny.
Next question. Which friend have you known the longest? I guess it's really asking like who's your best friend or the longest friend you've had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, she should get this.
I know.
If she gets it wrong, there's something wrong with my child. She's paying attention to what her mother does.
It's your fault.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, go.
Yes, Becky.
So she put Becky. That's my aunt. So I put Aunt Becky. Perfect. What kind of stuff have you and Aunt Becky done, Mom, together?
Anyways, keep going.
No.
That's a whole video by itself.
As I said, my mom's a badass. She already told you all about her motorcycle and why she rides. She's also been on many motorcycle runs. So my question is, how many times have you been on the Sturgis run? That's my question.
Okay, first thing is, does everybody know where Sturgis is at?
I mean, I hope.
Okay.
Maybe people don't.
Well, so
So
Sturgis.
tell them. Educate.
Okay, Sturgis is in South Dakota. So just to let you know, and I've been out there 3
No,
times.
no, you're not supposed to say it.
Oh, I blew
The next question is, and don't answer it out loud.
Okay,
This
I
is
won't.
part of the game. Okay, here's the game
Okay.
question. How many motorcycles have you had total in your life? Like different bikes that you owned that were yours. You go, yeah!
Yes.
3, I got 3. Awesome.
3.
Okay, the next question. And I think she has a fun story about this, by the way. So don't answer the question. It's a game question.
Yes.
What age did you first try LSD?
I'm about to answer.
You gotta write it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess. I don't really know the answer. You never really told me that, but I'm gonna just guess.
Okay.
You know you can write the number, not letters, right, Mom? Why are you writing letters?
Okay, I'm
Mother.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes. What's your answer?
I plead the 5th.
You're playing the 5th. This is 15. I have 15.
plead the
I want to
5th.
know. Were you 15?
I plead the 5th. Did you want to know what age? I don't even know what LSD stands for. I can't. Sorry. I plead the 5th.
I don't think anyone knows who tries it, Mom.
Next.
But you had a funny story about that.
I do. They have
The movie, you know?
Oh my God! I plead the fifth.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But it is
Please
funny.
fit.
Don't
Okay.
ever take drugs and watch this movie called Lizzie Borden Took an Axe and gave her mother 40 whacks.
Yeah, I think most people wouldn't do that, but you.
Okay, so did you come up with
I have another question.
Oh, gosh.
I do. I came up with a question on the spot. How
Okay.
many times have you fallen off a horse?
You would ask something goofy like that. Oh.
The answer is one, and one time only.
You know, the horse didn't like me.
Would you ride a motorcycle? How did that
That's
happen?
different. That's different. To this day, I won't get on a horse. I don't like horses. I got on the horse and we were in Lake Tahoe and it was snowing.
We were in the snow
we were
riding
in the
horses.
snow.
Yeah.
And this fucking horse did, excuse me. This horse didn't like me. It was a female. I was trying to be so nice and I kept talking to her and tell her she was doing good and this and that. And
She was rolling her eyes. The horse was rolling her eyes.
Yeah, I think the horse got really irritated with me. And so on the way back to the stables, this freaking horse decides to go where there's a branch. She stuck her head down and she wanted me to fall off. So I jumped off and landed in the snow and in the mud. I was soaking wet and it was all bad. And all I heard Stephanie say, "Oh my God, you're embarrassing, Mom."
Yeah, I think I was like 12 or something.
Yeah, something like
Pretty
that.
embarrassing.
Then I had to get back on the horse, not near a stable. And the guy that was one of the stable handlers, he looked like Brad Pitt. And all I kept telling myself
Uh-oh.
is, I gotta get on this horse, otherwise I'll look like an idiot. So I managed to get on the horse. But
Well, there you go.
But that horse was a bitch.
Would you say that you like animals? Like you have this horse story, right? But have you ever had pets? Do you have a pet right now?
Okay.
This is not part of the game. This is just introducing the fact. This is introducing the
Okay.
fact that she has a cat right now, and there's
yeah.
a story behind that. But you love him, and he loves
So
you.
I have a cat. His name is Roach.
Weren't you allergic to cats?
Yeah, for some reason. Yes, I am allergic to cats.
But not this one.
For some reason, not this one. And Stephanie got this cat as a kitten when she was
18.
Okay.
I was 18. I'm
18.
now 30.
Yeah.
So
let's calculate the age there. So she had to find a home for her cat because the person that had her cat was joining the Marines and he had to get rid of the cat. So
okay, let's get the facts out.
okay. So she brought the cat to the house and she said, "Mom," she was on winter break from college, "I'm bringing the cat only for 1 week. I gotta find a home." And I was yelling at her, "Get rid of this cat. I'm allergic." She was, "Mom, please, just 1 week." Well, this only child here decided that at the end of the week, she looked at me and this is when her dad and I had split up. And she said, "Mom, I gotta go back to college. There's a litter box, there's the cat food, and there's Roach. You'll learn to like them. You guys will get along and you need somebody in your life." And she
Peace. And she's had the cat ever since.
He loves me.
You love
so
each
in love
other.
with me. My kid's goofy. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to thank all of you for tuning in, for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. I love you all so much. Thank you. Please subscribe or like this video. And most of all, thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. I enjoy doing it. I look like a goof, but I enjoy doing it.
It's good. You don't look like a goof. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy Mother's Day, and Happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there. Say Happy Mother's Day,
Happy
Mom.
Mother's Day. Have a great one.
Okay.
Bye. You
No?
Stop touching my breast. Oh, wait, stop. Okay, we enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time. Happy Mother's Day. And see you guys. Cheers. Bye.